Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Chicago Bears taking on Phillip Rivers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the Young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Dante Moncrief now here on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Complete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the
to throw again. Brady over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bucs take over first.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Philip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Philip Rivers has plenty of that. But it's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Philip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Complete.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, it's Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air again here, Rivers. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks. 2nd and 15. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
14-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. And it's
from the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excite them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down.
is good. Makes the score Bears 7, Buccaneers 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 7, Buccaneers 3.
2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the
operating from the gun. Brady caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup.
Brady to throw again. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Bears.
Again, it's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brought down just shy.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a 2nd back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Point after here coming up.
The extra point.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here now a look at LaShawn McCoy. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady now on 1st down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, he's going to loft it deep right sideline. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's now 3rd down and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
43-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Buccaneers 10.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And 45 in enemy territory. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs, as that promises to be a tight one. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the New York Giants. And one final game to highlight. It's Sunday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Pass. Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Complete. Jefferson the target. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
To Justin Jefferson. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Cleveland
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
by Jadeveon.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
4-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
McCoy, the ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
21, Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Rivers.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Buccaneers.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To Michael Pittman.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, Rivers. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gabriel. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Rivers now from the 50. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Tom Brady sacked.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Travis Kelsey. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Chicago. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Rivers pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Throwing again. Rivers. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Elliott, the ball carrier. Danny Trevathan on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second.
From the gun, Rivers. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Delay of game. Offense.
And that'll be a Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Operating from the gun, Rivers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. From the gun, Rivers.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. They'll try and run some clock now with McCoy. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to McCoy. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 7, a little over a minute to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Operating from the gun, Rivers shakes off the sack. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up second down.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
To throw again. Rivers. The toss here. He's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Rivers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One last shot now for Rivers. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.